All right, welcome back. Tinubu's year one renewed hope met with praise and criticism. I'm going to read this short thing on what is the name of this place? GazetteNigeria.com.
Giselle.
Gazette with a T.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it says mixed reaction have continued to trail President Bola Tinubu admirations first anniversary with criticism and praise from various Nigerians. Mr. Tinubu was sworn in as Nigeria's 16th president on May 29th, 2023. Some residents of Okitipupa in Ondo State who spoke with journalists on Monday commended Mr. Tinubu for his effort at fixing the nation's economy, while others said he had failed Nigerians who had high expectations from him. While calling on Mr. Tinubu to search for competent hands, the respondents urged him to rejig his cabinet for optimal performance. Morenike Alaka, a former chairman of Okitipupa local government, said Mr. Tinubu was not the genesis of Nigeria's current economy woes, saying it was an inherited problem. Ms. Alaka noted that it was impossible to fix the country's current
Alaka.
situation. Alaka, okay. Ms. Alaka noted that it was impossible to fix the country's current situation without implementing some policies that would be unfavorable to Nigerians in the short term but beneficial in the long term. And I quote, "We just need to cooperate and continue to pray for this government, and I can assure you that what we are facing right now are just measures that are hard now but will benefit us in the long run," she said. Niyi Adesokan, chairman of the Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees, Okizwa Local Government Chapter, also said Mr. Tinubu was only trying to fix the economy, adding that most of the problems being experienced are only teething problems, which shall fade out very soon. He added that the immediate past government destroyed so many things, especially by borrowing, which is literally having negative effects on the country and our currency. On the issue of local government autonomy, Mr. Tinubu has shown commitment to putting this in place in every local government to ensure development at the grassroots level. Once the autonomy is given, you will see vast development from the grassroots, he said. However, Dipo Akomolafe, a former chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, at the Olusegun Agagu University of Science and Technology, Okitipupa, said the first year of Tinubu's administration has been a challenging one for individuals and the nation at large. Mr. Akomolafe, who noted that the education sector was also adversely affected, said the health and welfare of staff of tertiary institutions stagnated due to inadequate budgetary allocations, which, according to him, is hampering them from performing their core research roles. Larry Ogumusire, a PDP stalwart, described Mr. Tinubu's one-year administration as challenging and noted that his economic policies cost Nigerians more pain. He added that the power and defense sectors were badly hit, as many Nigerians have not been enjoying 8 hours of electricity in the last year, while many can no longer sleep with their two
So,
eyes closed. Go ahead.
thank you very much. See,
Yeah.
um, it's so easy to say that the potpourri tapestry of respondents to, people whose opinion were collected for this report.
Mm-hmm.
What some PR stunts there, depending on your political leaning. But what I
Right.
would say,
Right. You smell
as
the
somebody,
you smell just biases, right? You don't feel like they
yes,
were being objective. Okay. Go ahead.
yes, not objective, and that is expected.
Right.
But this is what I would say, because even those of us who live in the diaspora as Nigerians, we also are feeling the bite of whatever is going on at home. You check your pockets, how much have you had to send to folks back home in order to make sure that we, those of us overseas, tend more to our relations in terms when the government of Nigeria talks of palliative, I laugh. This service what we give to support various extended family members. That said, you see, when Tinubu was talking in Lagos and said this is the time for him to brag, I shuddered within me and I said, well, he could brag, but can Nigerians really brag? Because that day, when he was being sworn on oath, sworn into office, and he said, subsidy is gone. I've said repeatedly, for me, that in itself was not well thought out. And it was almost like you putting a leader in charge of the nuclear capacities of the country. Have you checked that person's state of mind? Have you checked if this person is capable of carrying out some dispassionate and critical thinking? So what for me happened when Tinubu said that without working out the details and the fundamentals of the Nigerian the economy, the implications, the blowback possibilities. What happened for me was that Tinubu triggered the equivalent of the nuclear button. And since then, Nigerians have been trying to wriggle out of the situation. I mean, the country is in a pickle. So for him to come on the stage and for some of his acolytes and apologists, ideologues, to come to bamboozle us with rationalizations. What I would say, and I don't want to dissipate too much energy on this subject, is that you should ask the individual Nigerian, the individual Nigerian, whether home or abroad, if they think their lot is better off since Tinubu got there. It's not for Tinubu, it's not for you and I to want to stampede anybody into how we feel about the last 1 year in Nigeria. But take this question to town. A kind of vox pop. Ask the average person, do you feel better under Tinubu in the last 1 year? That is what I would say. Because, yes, it's almost like the lines of that poem saying of we have heard of certain deaths, but this one is different. Certain bets. This one is different. He compares it, although Tinubu is not a woman, but objectifying womanhood the way he has always done. Oh, this is like the pain of childbirth. What does he know about childbirth? Is he a woman? Yeah, it's indescribable. Let a woman talk about that. And I've listened to some women. This one is even
Did you say childbirth? Did you say he compared to childbirth?
Yes, depends of childbirth. Yes, wow. Childbirth, there will be blood, there will be pains, there will be howlings, there will be all kinds of stuff.
But you get bundles later on.
Yes, but in this case, who knows if this is going to?
That's a terrible analogy. That's a terrible analogy. It was bad but that and insensitive.
That is what he has always done, and nobody has held him to account. Are you a woman? Can you take your mouth out of a woman's thing? Let women tell us what that looks like. You and I cannot honestly say this is what it feels to carry that pregnancy and then see that baby, that bundle of joy come through the birth canal. And then you want to amplify the troubles of reforms and things that have not necessarily led to anything. Years back, I was interviewing a colleague from Brazil concerning the debt, the debt pile that Brazil was dropping itself in at a point. If it would ever be paid, the man told me, honestly, he didn't think IMF or World Bank meant well for developing countries. But these are the people who are all these um, Bretton Woods institutions recommending all kinds of their pills that they call um, reform pills for African nations,
Mm,
particularly Nigeria. And we find ourselves where we are. Good
mm,
luck to us if we are able to come out of this. If it works well, after all, that is the world of economics. You never can be too sure of anything. All things
mm.
being equal, if it works out for us, we will congratulate Tinubu. If it does not, history will not forgive him. So it is too early on Creation Day. It is morning yet on Creation Day for him to pick the drums and begin to have his victory lap.
I have two questions for you.
Nobody, yes, sir.
Is that do you think that's just a political power play move when
It's
he's
just,
talking about,
yes, it's just
or
political speak. But
okay,
politicians, even when they are going down, they tell you they
okay,
are standing firm.
okay. Then the second
The
question I
second
have for
question,
you is
yes,
you said you should ask people how they feel. Which one do you think is better? Ask them how they feel or how they are doing?
the two,
They're both.
the two,
Okay.
both.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Thank you
But
so much.
Nigerians are saying the experience has been very, very tough,
On an
and they
average,
don't see,
yes.
they don't see
I mean
any end.
that's obvious
They
with the
don't see any
reports.
end to this yet.
Yeah, yeah. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow. Let us know your opinions about this. How do you think Tinubu has done in 1 year, in your opinion? It's not. I promise, it's not a rhetorical question. I want to know. Put it in the comment. Put it in the comments. I want to know because you never can tell. After all, Nigerians voted him into the office. So
Only, no, no, no. No, I mean, that is another issue entirely.
wait.
There
We're
are
not
two,
going to the stolen mandate.
no,
No.
please.
Okay. All right. All
230 million Nigerians,
right. Okay.
less than 30 million of them voted, and
Right.
Tinubu garnered about 36% of those votes. Look at the margin. So when he should
Okay.
even be talking of government of national unity like Obasanjo did. Unfortunately, hasn't done that and is having this victory lap. I do not understand the man. He likes propaganda, and that cannot help him.
Okay. All right. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. I don't see the likes. I'm monitoring it. Please help us hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow, and comment. And check out this next segment. We'll be right back.